DB group. We have my guy David Ferrel back from Su Familia. I do say back. I have to apologize to you. So we did this podcast once. We didn't like the vibe of the look, the lighting. So we're redoing it. So thank you for participating.
You're such a pro.
Again.
I love it. I love it.
We try, man. So Su Familia, man. How'd you get in with them?
So I've been in the real estate industry now for about 8 years almost. Time flies really quickly.
It does.
That's how I remember meeting you. Like when I was working on the back end of real estate at a fashion show. Yeah. It was
St. Charles Arcata.
Yeah. So, I love what I do and I love what it does for me.
Yeah.
It allows me to be in those spaces and meet people like yourself, Evelina, and the people at Su Familia Real Estate, right? When I first got into the industry as a real estate baby, Gaspar Flores Jr. was the first person that ever took a meeting from me.
Wow.
And I reached out and, he took me in, took that meeting, and has opened the network for me to,
I just met the owner actually for the first time ever at a NATREP event actually.
Yeah.
What was that, Addison?
Yes.
Yeah, so that was my first time engaged. Super, super sweet man.
Yeah.
I like the whole family sweet.
Very peaceful, very grounded into
humble.
What we do.
Beyond humble.
Yes. I love that about them.
It's a real safe family, right?
Shout out to the Flores Familia.
Shout out.
They really created a family environment. And off camera, we were talking about culture and having fun at work, right? And for me, it's a blessing to be able to do what I love and do it with people around me that are supportive of it in a very healthy environment.
Yeah. Man, I love that. First of all, it's genuine from you. And I'm like, we were off camera. We were talking about me interviewing some loan officers and maybe not being a good fit.
Yeah.
Because we don't want even if they're a good producer, it may not make sense, right? For our growth, what we're trying to do with the business. So not all money's good money.
Yeah, and everything comes with a cost.
Yes.
It's up to you whether or not you want to pay that cost.
Is it worth it?
To the end result, right? Is it worth it?
On both sides, right? Even for a realtor or a loan officer, I mean, they could damage your culture.
Yeah.
You know how much of a diva they are? I'm a diva, so I'm not, shout out divas. But how many more divas can I take on to my group, right?
I love it. You're honest, though.
Oh, I'm brutally honest. Yeah.
No, I love that. And I love the team that you have. I mean,
they're the best.
You've created an amazing culture. So as an entrepreneur myself, I understand where you're coming from and why those things are so important.
Oh, God.
Because that's part of the image that people see you as, right?
It's the brand. And I know there's a bunch of images that we all have, right? Maybe they think we're fun. We have a young team. We drink. We have fun, but we work hard.
And you guys are authentic, man. Yes, listen. Yeah. You worked very hard. I love your team. Yes. I actually love, I have one of my best friends since high school working for you and your team. And we keep it real.
You have to.
Why
the bullshit?
Right, exactly. So I love what you say that, we like to have fun. We like to go out. And yes, we do have a young team, but we're also very professional and we get things done.
I'm probably the most unprofessional person on the team. Everybody else actually kind of makes us look better. So I love that about the team. They care.
That's awesome.
So first apology was we're redoing the podcast, but I don't mind it, man. You're just always good to talk to, period, right?
Thank you.
The second apology is you were suited up last time.
I was.
Yeah. And now I'm over here with the suit. Now you're more like, I set you up.
I came a little, listen,
you still look good.
You said it.
You still look good.
You don't want any more divas in your team. You have to be the biggest one. Now, but you know what? This is also just sometimes in business, back to the authenticity. Like, that is the best outfit you can wear, bro.
That's it.
Like,
you just be you.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, last time I was wearing a sweater, and you were like, 4-piece suit. You're doing
with my tie and clip, everything.
Yeah, and it was funny. I was telling Sal, I was like, oh, man, when he sees me wearing a sports coat, he's going to be so mad. And that was like the first thing he noticed.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. You got to look good, man. You got to look good.
Yeah, man, and whatever that may be. If it's a sweater, whatever, just rock it. Just own it.
Yeah.
That's actually a thing that, and you could probably attest to that. I feel like the outfits in this industry kind of changed. Like, when I was brought up, you were suited up every day.
Oh, yeah. Well, it depends, too, on your role, right?
Yes.
I mean, for that role, I needed to fit in a certain expectation.
Yep.
Which is another big lesson for me once I finally became a licensed realtor.
Yes.
Like to have that freedom of just being who you are all the time.
And that's the brand. You gotta be you.
Yeah. And it translates to what you wear, because wearing a piece of clothing that makes you feel good, like, come on now.
Yeah.
That always.
Yeah.
Period. But always know your environment and be, you said, like Mr. Gaspar, right? Like I look up to my mentors and try to identify what qualities they have that I want to emulate myself too. And I go to that place in me too, that it's like, I'm here to learn.
Yes.
I'm here to grow. And I welcome like that feedback that
that's what you need.
Use it. Yeah.
And I do the same thing too. If I see a great salesperson, they do something that makes sense or a good system, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
And just making my own now.
And why not?
Why the hell not? All right. So MRED, realtor. One thing that I wanted to just touch on for any new realtor, because there's so many agents that have left, right? Especially last year, this year.
Yeah.
A lot of loan officers that left. So someone that did a transition to being a full-time realtor and doing it at a high level.
Yeah.
What did it take for you to do that?
A lot of self-belief.
Okay.
And a lot of self-reflection as to what is it about my work that made me want to wake up in the morning and either go to the office or do something.
The why.
Right? And, I made the transition during COVID when things were very uncertain. We're going through a lot of changes right now, and we're seeing a lot of people, be stressed about that or have a reaction to it.
Yeah.
For me, change is something that is always going to happen.
You got to be ready for it.
You have to be ready for it.
Expect it.
But when you know why you do something and what that means for you and your loved ones and stuff like that, I think that's when you really root yourself into that belief of, am I willing to go through that pain, that cost, pay that cost? Am I going to be good at this? Have I been good at this? And that's when you really start, when I was with MRED, I was a good employee.
You're fantastic.
But I also was starting to identify a lot of my strengths, and I was like, I could do this.
100% you can.
I can do this.
All right, so number one, self-belief. Love that.
Yeah.
Got to have that confidence.
Yes. Preparation.
You got to. Thank you, man. Right? If you look at sports, man, they practice.
Yeah.
Why are we not practicing? That's our preparation, right?
Yeah.
So talk to me about that, man. You got to know your shit.
I think that, listen, the door of opportunity is always there.
Yeah.
Translating to real estate terms and analogies, right? The door of opportunity is always there. Your preparation is one of the keys that gets you in.
Period.
Right?
Yeah.
Your authenticity might be another key that might open that door. Your willingness to be dedicated, committed to your craft and learn and grow. That might also be another key or key ingredient to keep you in.
There's a formula to this.
There is a formula. Yeah. And so, become a master of your craft.
You have to. Especially now for realtors more than ever, in my opinion, because now you guys have to have like a true value proposition. And if you never had it.
Yeah. And listen, I come from an environment where I was actually thinking about this on my way here. You always kind of have to prove yourself in a way in this
consistently
society and all that stuff. If you've worked on corporate or whatever the case may be, right? But ultimately, say your goals for you.
Yeah.
What is it that you want out of your own life experience? What does that mean for you?
What are you doing it for?
And all that noise that's out there telling you whether or not you can, it's up to you to listen to that. Exactly. The most important voice was that self-belief of, I can. Yes, I can do this.
Man, you just remind me of a quote. It's in my office. My guy, Oscar Cordone, gave it to me. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I love that quote. What side of the fence are you on, though?
Yeah.
So, all right. So we have another quick change, man. I could talk to you for hours.
I love it.
But my guy Leo gets really angry if we go past 30 minutes. So we have a new segment, man. We're spinning the wheel. Never have I ever.
Okay.
If you've done it, we're taking a shot. I know you're not a drinker. You're super healthy. Running marathons are fun.
We'll make an exception.
We'll make exceptions today, man. So do the honors, man. Give it a spin.
Okay. Here we go.
There we go. Peed in a pool. Have you ever urinated in a pool? Time to be honest. This is real talk, sir.
Have I ever done it in a pool? Dude, I can't remember. I used to be a party boy back in my early days. That was a change I needed to change. Something I needed to change. But I've been to some pool parties.
So you're saying maybe if you're intoxicated, maybe it happened. Maybe
I don't remember.
Okay.
How do we count that?
Leo, can we take a poll if we believe if he doesn't remember?
I'll take a shot.
All right, cool. Then we'll take a shot then.
All right.
So, actually, I'm not taking a shot. I have not.
You have not?
I have not.
Geez, embarrassing.
I actually want to punch people that pee in pools now. If you're an adult and peeing in pools.
Doesn't it turn, like,
That's
green?
what I heard. Is that a myth?
I don't know. So, see, maybe I haven't. But I'm just going to take the shot. Here we go.
Participation, man. I appreciate it. I love it. All right, so let's do another spin.
That's good. Good tequila.
There we go. What does that even say?
Oh, have you ever had a horrible first date? I mean, I can take both shots for this one. I've had so many horrible first dates.
Yeah, I feel like everyone should have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hope no one's got like catfished or anything, but
no, out of respect for my lovely fiance, I will not, because he probably knows all my bad dates already by now.
He already knows.
Yeah.
What was your worst one? Why was it a bad date?
What was my worst one?
Or the first thing that comes to mind?
When you talk to someone online and then it's a totally different person in terms of vibe. Like you kind of were feeling it when you were talking online, but then when you met in person, like just things didn't click.
The same.
And good thing most of my first horrible dates were in public places. So, like, I would go, I used to live in the city.
Oh, well, there you go.
Right there in Boys Town, and I would go to, like, my local bar and say, like, meet me there for 4 p.m. happy hour or something.
Yeah.
And eventually we just, like, no, it doesn't work.
You go that way, I'll go this way?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think actually, probably all my worst dates have pretty much been the same. Just being bored. Right? Just the pressure, like there's no content from the opposite party. Like I feel like I was like on,
and that's so hard though.
Yeah, I was like, it felt like I was like under pressure to provide like a show. Like I have to entertain you the whole night. Like, it's got to go both ways.
Yeah,
give me something.
Yeah, that's part of the being interested, right?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. Eventually, you would run. I would run into these guys again at other bars, and I was like, I know why it didn't work out.
Right. You can see it. You can see it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's cheers to that.
Go. Man, those are going fast.
Yeah, they are. Go ahead.
Ooh. Cheated on someone?
We're getting real personal.
You're bringing past trauma, man. I did not sign up for this.
I set you up 3 ways now. Oh, my God.
Talk about getting real for real. No, that has happened. That's happened. I think
you've cheated?
Yeah.
Okay.
And been cheated on.
Sure.
It's part of growth. I mean, again, luckily, now I'm in the healthiest of relationships where I think honesty is one of those foundations we have to really, really stay true to.
I love that.
And, I've learned that nobody's perfect, but you have to learn to accept all the good in you and all the bad in you if you really want somebody to... Well, if they're going to spend their life with you, wouldn't you want to be honest so that they know you for who you are?
Not the bullshit fake.
Right. Yeah. So, again, I feel very lucky and very blessed that that's where I'm at with my life and my significant other.
Yeah.
And I learned from that. Like, those were things that painful moments we needed to go through and learn from.
Yeah.
So
I love that, man. I appreciate it. I was actually nervous about that. I was like, hope it doesn't land on it because that's like extremely personal, right? I don't think we are our past. And I love that, like, we can acknowledge, like, hey, that's who I was back then. I grew, I matured. I'm all about honesty. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I haven't cheated. I don't know if I've been cheated on, but I never cheated just because my dad cheated on my mom, and I saw how hurt she was over it. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
but I don't want to come off like a saint. I used to do the immature things where I'd be like, we're going on a break.
Yeah.
So like when I would go on a break, then like I was like, you do you, I'm gonna do me for a little bit. If we come back, we come back. So I've done that immature thing, but yeah.
But that's honest too. Something that really connects us as people is pain sometimes. Mm-hmm. And you lived it not maybe personally, but you saw somebody that you really cared for.
Exactly.
That was going through it. Yeah. And there's two types of people in the world. The ones that I listened to this quote the other day. The ones that fall victim to pain and the ones that use it to heal.
Yeah. I love that.
Because you can stop being a victim of it, like, and not continue to
change it.
Be on that cycle and you change that. And you're staying true to you. So
I love that so much. I think it's the same thing for failure.
Yeah.
People are so scared to fail. I literally look for ways to screw up.
The faster you do, the faster you do, the easier it's going to be to overcome your fear of doing it again.
Exactly.
And you know what? Time goes on. Time's not going to stop. You're going to be okay. Yeah.
I agree.
So do I have to take this last one for that one?
Yeah, let's do it. Cheers. I mean, you would think I could take shots better by now, right?
After so many closings.
My gosh. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we always do a shot for CTCs, man.
Or do you?
We used to in St. Charles.
Wow, that's awesome.
This is when the team was so small. So I started a DB group with Yasmin and Stephanie Alanis, and at that time we would. It'd be like we would like ring a little cowbell, take a quick little shot. But then like the bigger and bigger we got, I'm like, oh, we're doing like 70 units a month. We're gonna get wasted. So
that's a lot of drinks per month.
It's a lot of drinks. So am I the only one who had a shot left?
Yeah, it's your turn. So I guess now I'm exempt from answering these questions.
I don't know Leo, is that how that works? He has to answer still, right?
Yep. Gone to a strip club. All right, have you?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a loan officer.
I love that. I love that.
Actually, I just made the loan officer sound bad. I apologize to loan officers. I'm sure people have not, but I have for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's one of those things you go to appreciate.
Yeah, I remember actually my first one was when I was 18. It's not there anymore. It's like West Chicago. It used to be called Diamonds, but it closed.
Okay.
I hated strip clubs. I didn't understand the whole concept of like, why would I go here? Like I'm gonna waste money. Like, for what? So I wasn't really a big fan. But how about yourself?
I don't know if this counts, but we recently went to Amsterdam, my fiance and I.
Yeah.
And we went to the red light district, and we walked around by there, had a few drinks.
Yep.
We indulged in the amazing food. A couple gummies here and there.
Sure.
It was a great experience. But that was very... It was a great experience to have.
Yeah.
We saw people that were getting married. We saw so many young people just walking around. It was very clean.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually okay.
Very, very clean.
In my mind, I wouldn't have pictured that. I've not been there.
There was an incident that happened where somebody had a few too many drinks and they tripped on a table and they, had an accident. The table flipped. So everybody kind of stopped like that. I have never seen a big environment where literally everybody just stopped.
Just like the music stopped.
Yeah. And they were like, "You have to apologize." Everybody was like, "Get up! You have to apologize."
What?
Yeah.
That's unique.
So my fiance and I were like, I love this place.
It's like, this is my vibe.
Yeah, because you're like, we're all adults. You can be out having fun.
Be dumb, but apologize.
Be respectful and apologize and like move on. And tip that person that was working that table like a nice tip because you
just created a mess.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to take this last shot because I have been at a strip club.
There you go.
Oh, my God. Thank you for participating. So you're like a good role model. You actually don't drink a lot.
No.
I'm probably the better influence for you. You're very healthy, man. I love that. You try to eat well. You do a lot of marathons.
Yeah.
On purpose, apparently. So, like,
I love them.
How'd you get into it?
When I was 21, about to graduate college and looking for my first job, I had all the stress of that, and I needed something to find a way to de-stress.
Yeah.
So I really started running. I started doing triathlons. It helped me to connect with my thoughts and really like which ones do I pay attention to and which ones do I let go. And there's no better way to do that than when you're disciplined, focusing on trying to achieve a goal that pushes you and challenges you mentally, physically.
Yeah. I heard it's addicting.
It is. It is. In a way you want to go back and again, right? Like you're focusing on something. It's almost like manifesting. I've been hearing so many of these podcasts on how they work and how life, a lot of it is mental. So if you really focus your energy and align it with what you're doing physically and your thoughts and everything, I think that you're really creating the life that you want.
Do it.
Yeah.
Man, I have no excuses, man. I need to get back in shape. I need to get addicted to running. No, that's awesome, man. I'm proud of you for that. I'm proud of you for what you've done in your business. We work together, obviously. I like how you do it, man. Buyer consultations. You do the basics so well. Yeah. And then your care for your client always shows. And,
Thank you.
And I think you can't fake that genuine care. And if people do fake it, you're going to get caught.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna show.
Yeah, you have to be true to you. Yeah. And, right now it's a tough market. I'm not going to lie. We're all struggling, but you have to appreciate even the downturns because that's where you're going to find pieces of you as an individual, me as a professional. How do I deal with stress? How do I deal with this pressure that, like, it just makes you think outside the box to find other ways, creative ways.
And then right back to your mindset, how you keep it positive.
Right. Back to your why.
Exactly.
And so connect that into your clients and into your business partners, your team and everything. And yeah, life is good.
I love that you participated with this, man. I'm so happy that you did. This was fun. This was cool.
Thank you.
So talk to us about what you got going on. If you want to plug an event, what Su Familia's got going on. I know you guys have a new location coming out.
Yeah.
So what do you got going on, man?
Yeah. So we're very happy that we recently just bought our building in Bolingbrook. Our new location where we're moving, our office is nearly ready to be open, where we have, we can have people over and celebrate the space that allows us to do what we do. So that's coming up. Continue to be involved with my local association, with NAREP.
You're involved in so many things.
So I'm just excited to continue to grow and see my business take me to different levels. Yeah. That's what I'm most excited about. So I'm trying to connect more on a personal level with everyone that I work with. Sure. And this gives me the opportunity. So thank you for doing that because this allows me to share a little bit of me that's more intimate, that doesn't necessarily get out all the time.
I don't know if everyone wants to even listen to just real estate nonsense. Like let's find out who we are.
We love talking about ourselves, and so but this is different.
This is a cool way to do it.
We
always have great conversation. I remember before we actually launched this, I was like, man, we need to do this together because we'll have a great conversation.
Yeah.
Let's put Su Familia on the spot, man. When's the grand opening in Bolingbrook?
It's coming probably next month.
Okay.
We're just finishing. We're waiting on city approval for a couple permits
for occupancy and all that.
Yeah, occupancy. Sure. So that's pretty much it. But it's ready and ready to go.
Okay.
As soon as we have it ready, we're definitely gonna have a launch and a ribbon cutting. So stay tuned for that.
That'll be fun. That'll be fun. I'll be there for sure. The team will be there to support.
Yeah, thank you.
What else do we have? NAREP. You're with Main Street. I mean, you're affiliated with so many darn things.
Yeah. So NAREP next month on June 11th, we are having an all-women's event, women empowering, and especially in real estate. So we have our national incoming president, Oralia Herrera, who's the founder for one of the bigger offices here in the Chicagoland. She comes from Durango, where I'm from in Mexico.
Let's go.
So I'm really proud to see more representation coming to these high-level executive leadership positions. She's going to share her story. We also have Gina Diaz, who is a real estate attorney who literally built her life from scratch. From when she was like 19, started getting into school so that she could be an attorney. And she bought her first property. Now she has a portfolio of 50 multi-unit properties that she manages.
I'm putting her on blast. I'm sure she's a millionaire.
Yeah,
sure
she's a speaker, a coach, a writer. So
that's amazing.
We're excited to have her. And then finally, Senator Cristina Castro.
Let's go.
Of District 22 in the state of Illinois. So
that's a hell of an event. Can I go?
Yeah, dude, of course. June 11th from...
So it's women that are just amazing, but anyone can go.
Yeah, anyone can go.
Perfect.
I mean, we can all learn from stories that, come from these powerful people.
That's motivating. I want to hear that.
Please
Real estate
support us.
Is the number one creator of millionaires. Learn from someone that has that portfolio.
They've done it. They're doing it. Dude, now they're at that place where I look up to that and I'm like...
Yeah.
This is what my life could look like.
It's real. You know what? And I know this is probably going a little bit long. Leo's probably going to get mad. But like,
sorry, Leo.
all this high interest rate bullshit. People want to wait on the sideline. I know they're a little corny, date the rate, marry. Fuck all that. Real estate creates millionaires.
Yeah.
Buy the property.
And prices are going to go up, continue to go up. The demand is there, guys.
Come on
now. As cliche and as pluggy as it sounds, reach out to the pros. Whoever you buy with, but make sure they are real, for real.
Real players. Shit, we could do another podcast just on that. The real people that are really doing it.
Part 2.
Right, part 2 is coming real soon. No, I love that. We will do a part 2, actually.
All right.
Cheers to that. All right, well, thank you so much for being here, David Ferrel. We're going to plug his info and phone number so how we can reach you. And thanks again, man.
Sounds good. Cool. Thank you.